Good morning, Periscope. Trying to get settled here. Good morning. Hey, everybody's jumping on. Glad to see you guys this morning. Happy Monday to you all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys. Welcome to the Success Suite Live. This is my Periscope for entrepreneurs. So this is the first time that I'm formally doing a Periscope, trying to do it every day. We'll see how that goes, but doing a Periscope for entrepreneurs. So good morning. If you would, as you greet me, I only have one rule, and that is that you do a dash with your first name so that I can greet you back properly, and as well, share where you're scoping in from. Hi, Lady Ya, I guess it is, coming in from Delaware, joining us. Hey, Shamitri, glad to have you on. Thank you guys for the hearts. We're getting started already. This is good. Leslie from Virginia, glad to have you on this morning. Hey, you guys, this is going to be really, really good. Hey, Portia from Chattanooga. Clarissa from Memphis. If you all would, go ahead and swipe and invite others to join this Periscope. If you're on Android, you can swipe up and invite people. Hey, Albuquerque's on. Jocelyn, Rosenberg, Texas. All right. Bowie, Maryland's on. Camellia, beautiful name. Glad to have you guys. Anthony, Pensacola. There's Janice, as always. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, Brenda. Lady Brenda, yes, good to have you on. All right, Virginia's on. Desiree, looks like from Atlanta. I like that, leading the young. That's awesome. That is exciting, you guys. Well, I am glad I saw Pastor Jamal on. Kim is on, and my Scope Scribes are in place. So I thank you guys so much for just being in place. This is awesome. You guys didn't have to give me your time. I think it's awesome that you trust me enough to spend a little bit of time with me on this Monday morning. Well, I am Robin Ware. I'm your success coach, and I'm starting the morning off with my entrepreneurs. I do own, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I own the Ware Agency, which is an agency that works with churches and pastors, providing marketing, social media, event planning, VIP hosting, all those different types of services for churches. And so as a result, I have encountered quite a few entrepreneurs along my journey. One of the things that I'm blessed to do is I get to go in and I work with a lot of leadership teams at churches. And so I present on serving in excellence and serving the visionary and mastering OPP. That's one of my favorite topics, how to master other people's personalities. And so if my Scope Scribe would put my website up, thewareagency.com, that is my business. And so, but as a result of all my travels, and Lord, I thank him, I have traveled some of everywhere in and out of the country. I meet lots of entrepreneurs. And so they often ask me, how did you get started? Because there's not a lot of people that do what I do. And so I'm going to talk about that even on today. To thine own self be true. To thine own self be true. Give me some hearts if that just kind of resonates with you this morning. For those of you that are new to Periscope and even new to my scopes, I only ask for hearts when I'm giving you something that blesses you, or that is something that resonates with your spirit. I'm not one of those that's going to beg you for hearts all throughout my scopes. But I am excited. I'm at 107,000 hearts. So that means I've been sharing a lot of great information. In fact, I had a coaching call, a consultation call last week, and the person said, I want to coach with you. Because if you give away the type of content you do for free, I can only imagine what you give for paid clients. And she's right. Anyone that's worked with me or heard me speak in a workshop setting, you know that I give my all. And so I'm not afraid to share it all, because I believe just as God gave that to me, as I pour it out and give it to you, he will fill me back up and give me more. Yes, I'm the Scope Queen. Thank you guys so much for that. So the Ware Agency is my full-time business. That's my bread and butter. But as a coach, I help entrepreneurs. I help them understand how to, thank you so much for asking. I'm going to take questions in just a minute. But I help entrepreneurs understand how to use social media and technology to build their online presence. or as I like to say, and my scope scribes, you guys can put this up, how to make your inbox your cash box. Good morning, Dr. George. How to make your inbox your cash box. So, for all my deep and spiritual people, and I give y'all a hard time because I could be deep and spiritual too. But I do get up in the morning, I pray, I thank God, and meditate and all of that. But then I log on to my email to see how much money I've made overnight. And so I want to let you all know I woke up this morning as well to some money in my inbox. All right. And so I put a book about it together called How to Make Your Inbox Your Cash Box. Thank you so much, Scope Scribes. And so you can get that book on my website, robinware.com. So it's filled with detailed strategies. It talks about the systems I use. I am like the queen of automation. Yes. Oh, you guys are so funny. Now, these folks are cheating because they've been on with me before, so they know that I should probably brand that. But I always say that I have money cometh calls, and so now they're teasing me saying I have money cometh emails. So, yes, robinware.com is where you can get my book, How to Make Your Inbox Your Cash Box. Because, listen, everybody's different. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's different. And so, but the systems are all out there for you. The tools are available. It's just a matter of how you choose to use them. Y'all think about that. Hey, Dr. Aker, now I'm preaching. A hammer was designed to to put a nail in the wall, right? That's what a hammer was designed for. However, okay, let me see, you guys. I do believe in the blocking ministry. Alrighty, so I will start that out this morning. Yes, I will. If you get on my scope and you don't behave, I will block you. So anyway, that's our first block of the morning. Those of you new to Periscope, those people are called trolls, and they get on live scopes and put silly messages and sometimes inappropriate messages. And all you have to do is touch their comment box when it pops up, and it will change and give you the option to block them. And so that's your first teachable moment this morning, is that you have to block trolls. Oh my God. You guys, somebody put that up, Scope Scribe. You must block trolls. Yeah. Even in your daily lives. Now I'm really preaching. You must block trolls. Y'all like that? Give me some hearts if you like that. Yes, block the trolls. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Our numbers are just going up and up and up and up. Thank you so much. This is going to be a good scope, so it's going to be worth it. I told you guys, well, I'm sorry, it's my first official scope as the Success Suite Live, but I've shared on some previous scopes that don't make it a habit to recommend people join a scope if it's not going to be worth their time. So you can trust me that your girl, I'm going to make sure that I make great use of your time. So you can trust me that when you invite people to get on this scope, that it's going to be worth their time. All right, so let me get back to the subject at hand. Good morning, Lady Bree. To thine own self be true. I thought it appropriate, absolutely. I thought it appropriate to do my first official Success Suite Live with Robin Ware, talking about entrepreneurship. As I was sharing that I own the Ware agency, but as a result of going around teaching and speaking, oh, wonderful, no problem. To give hearts, all you have to do is tap the bottom right hand corner, and hearts will appear. And you can give up to 500 per scope. Not that I'm telling you to give me 500. You give me however many you want. But that's how you give hearts. It's really simple. And giving hearts is similar to on Instagram when you hit the like button. But with hearts, you can give as many as you want. But anyway, from going around and speaking, I run into a lot of entrepreneurs that ask me, you're so funny, you can give thousands. But they ask me, how did I get started? Because it's kind of unique to meet someone like me that works solely, 99% all of my clients are faith-based. They're churches, they're pastors. Even if they're entrepreneurs and organizations, they have some sort of faith element. And so I just began to kind of answer their questions. One thing led to another, and I kind of became a mentor. And before I decided that I wanted to be a coach, I actually went and got certified. So I do have a certification as a life and business coach. Alrighty, so I wanted to have real principles that worked. So anyway, now to the subject at hand. Yes, that's right. You can give hearts in increments of 500. But the key, here's our first point. The key to being a successful entrepreneur is to thine own self be true. So number one, to thine own self be true. Scope scribes, to thine own self be true. Oh, I got certified through the CAP Institute, which is owned by Valerie Burton. You all can go check her out, valerieburton.com. She's on the Today Show coaching. She's an amazing coach. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. But to thine own self be true. Thank you, Kim. Kim is my assistant, you guys. So thank you so much this morning, being my scope scribe as well. But to thine own self be true. You guys, this is the money point. I don't normally give the money point right off the bat, but I want to make sure you guys understand that you're on the right scope this morning. If you pursue your heart, pursue your passion, the money will follow. So, scope scribe, type pursue passion equals money magnet. Pursue passion equals money magnet. Thank you so much. Yeah, pursue passion equals money magnet. Never ever chase money thinking that that will make you happy. That is not so. It's when you pursue your passion that the money will find you, right? Pursue passion. If that resonates with your spirit, give me some hearts. But I'm telling you, you might be a great baker, but that may not be your passion. And so you'll never reach the heights. I'm going to take questions at the end, so hold on, you guys. But you'll never reach the heights of success that you would reach if you were operating in your passion. So that's a sub point of this topic, the first point of to thine own self be true. So you guys, don't just jump out there saying you're going to be an entrepreneur and get rich quick. That's why, come on, number two is be honest with yourself at all times. Number two, be honest with yourself at all times. See, when I get calls from people pursuing MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, and I'm not bashing them, I'm not a hater, that works for some people. But I was telling them last night, in fact, on Periscope, that it's not my season. My season, that's not my focus in this season, is what I say when I get those calls. So if somebody calls you about, this incredible opportunity to sell coffee, food, steaks, whatever it is, if that's not honestly something that is a passion of yours, then don't do it. You got to be honest with yourself, because then you have unrealistic expectations of the person that brought you in, because you're in it for the wrong reason. To make a quick buck, MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, they work if that's your assignment in this season, because you're willing to put the hard work, energy, and effort into making them work. A lot of them work on the premise of you have to build a downline, which means you have to build a team of people up under you. But as an entrepreneur, you're a solopreneur. Scope scribe, if you put solopreneur, 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 that means it's just you're in your own business, or maybe you're an entrepreneur and you have a business or a product and you have a team that works with you. Either way, you have to decide, what season is it for me now? So if you're deciding, hey, entrepreneurship is for me or solopreneurship is for me, I want you to be honest with yourself and stay focused on that one thing. See, the faith part of me, and that's why everything I do has a faith foundation, everything. Because when all else fails, my faith stands. So I can always go back to the principles that are the scriptures, right? And so I know, being an entrepreneur, I'm a 14-year entrepreneur. But you guys, the first 6 years, I just didn't really know what I was doing. I am a meeting planner by profession, and so I was doing conferences for clients, but it wasn't satisfying me. So I'm good at it, and people were calling me for it, but at the end of the day, I wasn't making the kind of money that I felt like I should make for the work and the effort and the energy that goes into it, right? And so I continued to pursue my other heart's desires. One of the things you'll also hear me say is that the quickest way to build wealth is multiple income streams. So I'm not saying that you can only do one thing, but you need to find that one thing and then build around it, right? You build your streams around it because it'll just come naturally to you, all right? So for those of you that say, okay, Robin, I'm willing to be true to myself. I'm willing to be honest and focus on what my assignment is in this season. Now you have to, number 3, pursue with intention. Number 3, pursue with intention. So I'm a success coach. I'm your go-to girl. Good morning, Pastor Joe. I'm your go-to girl when it comes to success, right? But I can tell from our first encounter if you are willing to pursue with intention. So I'm not willing to make a time investment in you that you're not willing to make in yourself. I don't care how much you're willing to pay me because my time is priceless. So you can go to my website, you can book a session with me, pay me my fee, and I won't allow you to finish the call. I won't allow you to book another call because I'm not the type of coach that's going to babysit you and prod you to believe in yourself. That is a pastoral role. I talked a little bit about this last night. Pastors help you understand what's in you, what you were made of, and the abilities that God gave you. But a coach shows you how to use what's inside of you. So you're already convinced that you're a success, that you have gifts, that people need to hear what's in your mouth by the time you get to me. All right? So I'm going to help you pull it out and put it into systems and strategies that work, that bring you success, and ultimately help you monetize those gifts. All right? So one last point. So for those of you that are in the early stages of entrepreneurship and trying to kind of figure out what it is you're trying to do, I want you to be open to serve. S-E-R-V-E, serve and volunteer. Yeah, I did that a lot. I still do it, to be honest with you. Thank you, Lady Bree. But serve and volunteer. Don't get caught up in, you got to pay me for this. People say, though I've not been doing it formally, that I should get paid because I'm so great at it. No, you need to connect with somebody that is doing what you like and serve them. Now, I don't want you to serve them with the intention of stealing from them, because your business won't be blessed. It'll look like you're getting away with something, but I assure you that you will not be blessed in the end. Again, I told you all I always fall back to the scriptures, right? Whatever you sow, you reap. So you steal from somebody, somebody will steal from you. I'm telling you, you need to be honest. You shall have whatsoever you say. You speak to that mountain, and that mountain shall be moved. You don't have to go steal from somebody to get around that mountain. No, you speak to it, and then God is going to give you the answers you need so that you can move mountains, right? So, yeah, I put my scopes on YouTube. Thank you so much for asking. Alrighty, and then one last point, and then I'm going to take questions, is I want you guys to submit yourself to a mentor. So I don't know if this is point number 3 or number 4, but submit yourself to a mentor. It can be a mentor or a coach, but submit yourself. Now, if you're not financially able to afford a coach, then get a mentor. Even if you can't afford a coach, I want you to go find that coach or mentor on social media and follow them. I have coaches that I've never ever connected with, but I follow them on social media, and so that's how I stay abreast of what they're doing. I go to some of their events. I can afford, $297 registration fee for one of their events. Maybe I can't afford the $15,000 coaching program, but that's how you get connected, right? Because you guys, I've said this before as well, but everything can't be taught. Some things have to be caught. And I'm not saying that to be churchy. I'm saying that because it's true. You will pick up things, whether it be in your spirit or just in your mind, because you're around that person. All right? So success comes to those who show up. That's one of my favorite quotes. Success comes to those who show up. Thank you, Danetta. You're so sweet. All righty. So those are my points this morning. If that blessed you guys, give me a thumbs up in the comment box. Give me a thumbs up in the comment box. Let me know if this teaching really helped you as an entrepreneur this morning. Yeah, good. I show up to win. So success comes to those that show up. It is good sermon material. But yeah, think about it, you guys. You have to make yourself a priority. And so, turn off this television. You all shouldn't know what Stevie J and whomever the woman is of the week that he's with. You shouldn't know all of that stuff. But what you should know is smart principles to gain clients. You should know winning strategies to get paid online. You should know what ebook systems to use to create ebooks to create an online stream. Oh, come on, you guys. That's where your priorities should be. So I DVR junk material, TV shows, because there are days when I just, Saturdays or whatever, and I just don't feel like doing anything, right? Then I'll watch on DVR. But I'm not going to make it a priority. I don't even know what days of the week those shows come on. But I'm not going to make it a priority to be right in front of that TV the moment they come on, because they've already made their money. I need somebody, get ready to watch me on TV one day, all right? So I have to make sure that I'm in place, all right? So thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for the follows. You guys are awesome. If I've got, again, entrepreneurs on, I hope, because this is the focus of this topic, to thine own self be true, I just shared some winning points to just help you get started. And each day I'll do different topics. But now I'll take questions. I'll do my best to answer. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What questions do you have about entrepreneurship? Those of you that, who is my mentor, oh my goodness, I have a lot of mentors. I have probably had a coach, a paid coach, somebody I've been paying for probably 6 or 7 years. So again, I shared Valerie Burton, that's who I went through to get my life and business coach certification. And I probably followed her for 3 years. I had to get my money together once I decided that I wanted to get certified. But I knew well before I had my money together that she's the coach that was for me. You absolutely should have, thank you, I'm glad somebody made that point. You should absolutely have more than one mentor or coach. This is something that I say all the time. You need a coach for many different areas in your life. All right. So my pastor is my spiritual coach, right? Because yes, though I said pastors, tell you what's in you, my pastor is also great, as well as helping me with strategies to implement what's inside of me. So I do consider him to be a coach as well. But I have technical coaches because I'm the social media queen. So I'm always staying up on what's happening with social media. So I have coaches for that. I have coaches for, putting coaching programs together. I paid a coach to help me with that, because everything I do, I want to do in excellence. And so I'm willing to make that investment in myself. And you guys, it has never failed. I've always gotten a great return on my investment. Alrighty, so somebody put a question up about what to do when you kind of lose focus. It's easy. You just have to make yourself your priority. So I don't know what your routine is each day, but I'm most productive without the television on and without the radio. So I'm an entrepreneur in my home office, which is where I am today, and then I'll be in my my actual business office a little bit later. But I have a TV in both places, and so I work in absolute quiet. And so I know for some of you, particularly the right brain, I think they're the creative ones, they need things going. I don't need things going on around me. It helps me to focus. But, you know, I make lists, I set goals for myself, and I hold myself accountable. But then I reward myself. I love to travel. I love jewelry. You guys like my necklace today? I love jewelry. And so I reward myself because the finances are there for me to reward myself, right? Because of the sacrifice I make during the day. Thank you guys. Because of the sacrifice I make during the day to be focused and be disciplined, I reap a financial harvest. All right? So, you guys, you got to stop making excuses and start making money. All right? Stop making excuses and start making money. How did you get started with the church ministry business? Let me share this with you. I actually had a pastor that reached out to me and asked me to do it. See, that's the other thing. When you're found faithful, you don't know who God will place in your path to take you to the next level. So I was in a place where I felt like God had forgotten me. True story. One thing you'll learn about me is that I'm very transparent. So I felt like God had forgotten me. I had lost my dream job. Oh my goodness, you guys. I love that job. However, I can tell you that's been 14 years ago. I'd still be doing that job had God not taken me out of that job. And so I was downsized with no notice, a little bit of savings, and I, didn't have an MRS degree. You're so funny. I'm not going to go into all that, where I worked and all that stuff. But I didn't have a plan. So that was on a Thursday. Long story short, by that Monday, I was down at the state of Georgia filing my papers, my articles of organization, and I launched my agency, the Ware Agency. And so I was doing events because that's what I was being paid to do at the time on my dream job. And so I just, kept that going. I secured clients. What is she saying? Know what about sharing what type of work you did? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But anyway, but one thing led to another, and I ended up securing a client that I traveled with them and I sold CDs. I sold $10 CDs, miseducated, mistraveled all over the world, owned 2 homes, had cars, all of that, missed success. But here I was working for somebody hawking $10 CDs. Yeah, so the enemy really had a trick. That's right. Thank you so much, Carla. It's a beautiful picture. But you guys, I wanted to be found faithful. And so that's what you have to remember as an entrepreneur. You don't always just jump straight to the top of your game. And so it was a result of me hawking CDs that I experienced a lot of different churches. And so I traveled with this client. We went around to all the different churches. And as I sold CDs, I experienced different levels of hospitality. And so I realized that not every church really knew how to properly host guests. So anyway, long story short, one of the pastors reached out to me and said, as a result of his office working with me to bring in my client, that he really admired my administrative gifts. So I was like, wow, okay. And so he asked me, could he send his administrative team to work with me? And at the time, I was working out of my bedroom. And so I couldn't allow them to, I couldn't allow them to come to my home and work in my bedroom with me. So I told him that I would come to him. And so I'd never thought about teaching anybody about administration. But I'm telling you guys, because I was faithful to that assignment of going out and using and supporting that client, I was found faithful. So what happened, I did the workshop, I put a training handout together, but my handout, you guys, ended up being 26 pages. Because that's just me. I want to give my all. So I'm sure they were expecting about a 2 or 3 page handout, but it was 26 pages. And so prior to coming, the pastor asked me how much I charged. I said I had no idea because I didn't know my value then, because, again, I never really thought about doing workshops. So he said, okay, I'll pay you your gas money. So I said, okay. So I went, did the workshop, gave them the 26-page handout, had to do, supposed to be 3 administrators. The day before they called and told me it was going to be 10. So then I had to go and print 7 more books at 26 pages each. And so I did the workshop, and you can ask me that in just a second. But I did the workshop. We had a great time. The pastor came in, gave me an envelope. I thought it was my gas reimbursement. So I didn't even open it. Got home that night, and the Holy Spirit reminded me, to open up my envelope. I thought it was going to be about $70. And you guys, when I opened it, it was a check for $700. Yeah. So I knew then, I said, okay, God, I can do this. And to be honest with you, that's how I started working in ministries, teaching. And so now I teach on church administration, I teach on church hospitality, and then I teach leadership. Again, mastering OPP, how to have leaders serve each other, mastering other people's personalities, how to serve the vision, the visionary, how excellence matters in ministry. We can't just, make excuses that because it's church, you don't have to do all of that. It doesn't take all of that, but it does. So anyway, sorry about the long explanation, but that's kind of, that's my truth, though. That's how I got started. And so now, that's transitioned. That is a very viable ministry revenue stream for me. And then I have books and products that I sell. Those are revenue streams for me. I do coaching. That's a revenue stream for me. And I'm a consultant as well. That's a separate revenue stream. So I consult with pastors as well as entrepreneurs and give them advice on how to move forward in their business. So if I'm coaching you, then I am hands-on with you. If I'm consulting, then I am just giving you advice and direction. All right, good. So you guys, that resonated with you. Thank you for the hearts. All right, it's almost time for me to get off because I only wanted to do these for 30 minutes. So if you guys have any other questions, you could save them for tomorrow. I'll be back. Success Suite Live with Robin Ware. I do have an LLC. I am in business to make money. Yes. But you can go to my website, thewareagency.com, and see my different products. Or you can go to robinmware.com. Subscribe if you put that up, robinmware.com. And you can actually request a 15-minute consultation if you'd like to. But my books and products are on thewareagency.com/store. You can order the actual books or you can order digital downloads. So, alrighty, you guys. Well, I hope you had a great time on the scope today. Again, give me some hearts if this was a blessing for you all today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time. I'll be back on at 11 a.m. with Church Chat. It's for all of my church folks where I talk about different systems and strategies to help the church be progressive, okay? You guys see my bracelet today I got on? Kim made that, my assistant, Kim Lee Jewelry. Good. Thank you guys so much. Marsha, good to see you. Pastor Jamal, Janice, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys just showing up. Thank you for recommending others to join. If you're watching on replay, of course, I thank you guys for your time and energy as well. Alrighty. Thank you guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.